Hey everyone, welcome back. Grab your tea, your coffee, or just yourself, because today's episode is one you really don't want to miss.
That's right. Whether you're lying in bed, walking to the market, or stuck in traffic right now, this one is for you.
So, Emily, can I be honest about something embarrassing?
Oh, this sounds interesting already.
When I started learning a new language, I bought 4 thick grammar books.
4?
4. I read them every night for 2 hours.
And how is your speaking now?
Honestly, I can recite grammar rules perfectly, but if someone asks me a simple question, I freeze.
That's such a common story. So many learners feel exactly that.
It's strange, right? You know the rule, but your mouth just won't cooperate.
It's like your brain and your mouth aren't talking to each other.
That's exactly it. They're not on speaking terms, literally.
Okay, that fun was actually pretty good.
Thank you, thank you. Which brings us to today's big question.
Can you really become a confident English speaker with just 10 minutes a day?
सिर्फ 10 मिनट में क्या ये सच में possible है?
Stick around, because by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to use those 10 minutes.
And remember, we upload a brand new episode every single day. So if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss tomorrow's episode.
Now, before we go further, let's be clear about one thing.
We are not promising magic.
No magic. Fluency takes real time and real effort.
But here's what we are promising. A simple, doable routine that actually works if you stay consistent.
And that word, consistent, is going to come up a lot today.
Let's quickly understand it. Consistent means doing something regularly, again and again, not just when you feel like it.
For example, brushing your teeth every morning. You don't skip it just because you're tired.
Exactly. Your English practice should work the same way.
And here's the interesting part. 10 minutes daily actually adds up to more practice than one big 2-hour session on a Sunday.
Wait, really? That sounds surprising.
Think about it. 10 minutes a day for a week is 70 minutes. But most people who plan a big Sunday session end up skipping it entirely because they're tired from the week.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Small and steady wins over big and occasional.
Exactly. All right, let's do a quick warm-up before we dive in. Everyone listening, repeat after me.
I am capable of speaking English.
I am capable of speaking English.
Small steps create big results.
Small steps create big results.
Today, I will practice for 10 minutes.
Today, I will practice for 10 minutes.
Perfect. You're already speaking.
And notice something. None of those sentences were hard.
True. No difficult grammar, no fancy words.
That's actually the whole secret hiding inside today's episode.
Wait, you're giving away this secret this early?
Just a tiny hint. The full secret is still coming.
Okay, good, because I want listeners to stay until the end.
They will, trust me. Now, let's talk about why most learners struggle even after months of studying.
So, Emily, here's something I've noticed after talking to so many learners.
What's that?
Most people don't have a vocabulary problem. They have a usage problem.
Say that again? I like where this is going.
They already know enough words, hundreds, sometimes thousands, but they never actually use them out loud.
That's such a strong point. It's like owning a gym membership and never going.
Exactly. The knowledge is sitting there unused.
Oh, wait, that actually describes my gym membership too. I've paid for a full year and gone twice.
Okay, that's a different episode altogether.
Fair. Let's get back to English before I start feeling guilty about the gym.
So if someone only has 10 minutes today, what's the smartest way to spend it?
We're going to break it into 3 short parts. Easy to remember, easy to follow.
I like structure. Let's hear it. Part 1, talk to yourself out loud for a few minutes.
Part 2, copy a native speaker's sentence.
Part 3, answer a personal question about your day.
That sounds surprisingly doable.
It is. Let's start with part 1, talking to yourself.
Wait, won't people think I'm strange talking to myself?
Maybe a little, but it works. Think about it like a private rehearsal space.
A rehearsal space. I like that image.
And honestly, almost any daily moment works for this. Cooking, walking, even waiting for the bus.
So it's less about finding extra time and more about using time that's already there.
Exactly. You're not adding 10 minutes to your day. You're filling minutes that already exist.
That's a much easier way to think about it.
Imagine you're folding laundry. Instead of staying silent, describe what you're doing.
Like, this shirt is blue. This sock is missing its pair.
Perfect example. Simple sentences, real moment, zero pressure.
And if someone doesn't know a word,
Great question. That's where our next vocabulary word comes in.
let's hear it.
The word is describe. To describe means to explain something looks like or how it works, using the words you already know.
So if I forget the word umbrella, I could say,
You could say, the thing I use when it rains.
that's clever. You don't stop talking, you just find another way around.
Exactly. And that skill alone will save you in real conversations.
Let's try one more just for fun. What if I forget the word scissors?
You could say, the tool I use to cut paper.
See? That worked instantly.
It's almost like a little game once you get used to it.
A game where you can't lose because any description counts.
Exactly. Okay, so for part 1, how long should someone actually talk to themselves? About 3 minutes. Set a timer if you want.
And mistakes?
Mistakes are expected. Nobody is grading you in your own kitchen.
That's comforting, actually. Now, wait. Before we move to part 2, I want to share something a listener once told me. Actually, no. Let's save that for a bit later. It fits better near the end.
Ooh, now I'm curious. Don't forget it. I won't. Okay, let's move to part 2, copying a native speaker.
This is the one I personally love.
Tell everyone why.
Because it trains your ear and your mouth at the same time. You're not just understanding, you're producing the sound too.
Exactly right. Here's how it works. Pick any short audio, a podcast clip, a movie line, even a song's spoken intro.
Listen to one short sentence
Pause it immediately.
and repeat exactly what you heard, copying the rhythm and tone.
Even the little pauses and the emotion in their voice.
Oh, that's a detail people often skip.
It matters more than people think. Tone carries half the meaning in real conversations.
So we're not just copying words, we're copying feeling too.
Exactly. There's a name for this technique.
What do we call it?
It's called mirroring. You're acting like a mirror, reflecting the sound back as closely as possible.
Mirroring. That's easy to remember.
Let's demonstrate quickly. I'll say a line, you mirror it back.
Go for it.
I forgot my umbrella at the office.
I forgot my umbrella at the office.
Nicely done. See how natural that feels?
It really does. And I noticed something else. I wasn't thinking about grammar rules at all.
That's the secret. You're absorbing patterns instead of memorizing rules.
Let's try one more line just to practice the feeling again.
Sure, I'll meet you near the coffee shop at 6.
I'll meet you near the coffee shop at 6.
See, your rhythm is already improving.
It actually feels easier the second time.
That's exactly how this builds over days, not just minutes.
Native speakers don't build sentences word by word in their head, right?
Correct. They use ready-made groups of words, almost like building blocks.
Let's teach that term too.
It's called a phrase block. A phrase block is a small group of words people naturally say together.
Give us a couple of examples.
Sure. On my way, no worries. Let's catch up soon.
I use no worries all the time now, honestly.
See, you've already collected one phrase block without even trying.
Are there more examples we can share?
Of course. I'll get back to you. Sounds good to me. Let me know if you need anything.
Those feel so natural already, almost like they're stuck in my head from movies.
That's exactly where most people pick them up without even realizing they're learning.
So mirroring helps us collect more of these naturally.
Exactly. Spend about 3 minutes here, too.
Quick recap before we move on. Talk to yourself for 3 minutes, then mirror a native speaker for 3 minutes.
And that brings us to the final and possibly trickiest part.
Why trickiest?
Because this is where many learners freeze even after practicing alone successfully.
Oh no, I know that feeling too well.
It happens because we never practiced answering real personal questions.
So that's our part 3?
Exactly. For the last few minutes, practice answering one simple personal question out loud every single day.
What kind of questions?
Easy ones. What did you eat today? How do you feel right now? What's one thing you're looking forward to?
Let's actually try one. Alex, ask me something.
Sure. What did you do this morning?
I woke up late, so I skipped breakfast and rushed to work.
Nice and natural. Now let's stretch it a little. Add one more detail.
I woke up late, so I skipped breakfast and rushed to work. I told myself I'd eat something healthy tomorrow.
See that? You added an extra thought, and it instantly sounded more like a real conversation.
I didn't even use any difficult words.
That's the whole point. Fluency isn't about big words. It's about comfortable, natural words used smoothly.
Let's try one more round, just to lock this in.
Sure. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm planning to visit my parents and eat my mom's cooking.
Nice. Now add one more sentence to that.
I'm planning to visit my parents and eat my mom's cooking. Honestly, I've been thinking about her food all week.
See how easily that extra sentence came out?
It really did, and it didn't feel forced at all.
That's the muscle we're building, little by little.
Let's teach today's last important word.
The word is smoothly. Smoothly means without stopping, without struggling, in an easy, flowing way.
So our goal is to speak smoothly, not necessarily speak fancy.
Exactly right. And here's a tip. Keep a tiny list of 5 questions you can practice daily.
Like a personal practice menu?
I love that phrase. Yes, exactly like that.
And should the answers be different every day?
Great question. Try to add something new each time. Maybe one more sentence, maybe a new feeling, maybe a small detail.
That keeps it fresh and keeps your brain working.
Precisely. Growth happens in those small extra sentences.
Okay, now I remember. You said you had a listener story for us?
Right, I almost forgot. So a listener once messaged us saying she practiced this exact routine for 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks?
Only 2 weeks, and on day 15, a tourist asked her for directions in English, and she answered without even thinking.
Wait, she didn't translate in her head first?
That's exactly what surprised her too. She said the words just came out naturally.
That's such a great example of what we're talking about today.
It really is. Small, daily practice, real, unexpected results.
Did she say anything else in her message?
Actually, yes. She said the biggest change wasn't even her English. It was her confidence walking into conversations.
That's beautiful. Confidence often grows faster than the language itself.
Completely agree. And confidence is contagious too. Once you speak without fear once, the second time feels easier.
Okay, that story just made this whole episode feel even more real.
Same here. Now, let's pause for a second and let everyone listening try something themselves.
Okay, everyone, time for you to actually try this with us.
I'm going to ask a question, and I want you to answer out loud right now, wherever you are.
Don't worry about being perfect, just speak.
Here's the question. What is one good thing that happened to you today?
Take 3 seconds, think, and answer out loud.
Wonderful. However you answered, that counts as real practice.
Now, here's a small challenge, and it's a little different from the usual one.
Oh, what do you mean?
Instead of just commenting your answer, I want you to comment your answer using one of today's new words.
Describe, mirroring, phrase block, or smoothly. Ooh, I like that. It turns the comment section into actual practice.
Exactly. So if you say something like, I practiced mirroring today and it felt smooth, that counts.
And we'll genuinely read through them. It also helps other learners see real examples from real people.
It's also a nice way to see how differently everyone answers the same question.
True. 2 people can use the same word but describe completely different days.
That's what makes the comment section feel like a little community practice room.
I love that description, a community practice room.
If this episode is helping you even a little, tap that like button. It tells us to keep making more of these.
And if you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss our daily episode.
We post a fresh one every single day, so there's always something new waiting for you.
Tomorrow's episode, by the way, is going to focus on one specific mistake almost every beginner makes in their very first English conversation.
Ooh, that sounds important. I think a lot of listeners will want to know that one.
Definitely worth coming back for.
Okay, before we close, let's just sit with one thought for a second.
Go ahead.
10 minutes a day for 30 days is only 5 hours total.
5 hours. That's less than one weekend binge watching a show.
Exactly. And in that same 5 hours, real change can actually happen.
That's a really grounding way to look at it.
Now, let's bring everything together before we wrap up today. All right, let's quickly recap our 10-minute routine.
Step 1, talk to yourself out loud about your surroundings or your day for about 3 minutes.
Step 2, mirror a native speaker's sentence to absorb natural rhythm for about 3 minutes.
Step 3, answer one personal question with growing detail for the final few minutes.
Simple steps, real results, if you stay consistent.
Let's also review today's new words one more time.
First, consistent, doing something regularly without skipping.
Second, describe, explaining something using simpler words you already know.
Third, mirroring, copying a native speaker's sentence and rhythm closely.
Fourth, phrase block, a small group of words people naturally say together.
And finally, smoothly, speaking in an easy, flowing way without struggling.
Wonderful recap. Now remember the big question from today.
सिर्फ 10 मिनट? क्या ये सच में possible है?
And the honest answer is yes, if you actually use those minutes the right way every single day.
No giant grammar books required.
Just consistent, focused, real practice.
Thank you so much for spending these minutes with us today.
Don't forget to like, drop your comment using today's new word, and subscribe so you catch tomorrow's brand new episode.
Until then, keep speaking, keep practicing.
And we'll see you tomorrow right here. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.